Hey guys, so I decided to start a vlog for what I hope will be a full-on return to YouTube. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to last for. It might just last for today. This might just be a one-day vlog. Maybe I'll get some ambition and it will be a whole week. I honestly don't think that's what's going to happen because I really do have like a lot of other videos that I want to film and post and edit and all that good stuff. But yeah, so this is the start to my vlog of returning to YouTube. So let me start off by telling you guys what I am currently reading. I am currently listening to the audiobook of Eva Gates's fifth book in the Lighthouse Library series called Something Red, Something Dead, which I didn't even realize this series was still being written. I had no idea. I thought it had ended for some reason, but I saw that a new book is coming out this year, so I'm actually really excited about that. My short-term goal is to get that series read this year. I'm hoping it'll be pretty easy because I do listen to the audiobooks. I don't read the physical books, and I listen to them pretty often when I'm at work, so I think that that's very doable. But anyway, yes, so I am working on the fifth book. I started that series, I believe, in September, maybe even August, I can't remember. So besides that, I am reading another book called The Search Party, and I am reading that via Libby by ebook on my phone currently. So I'm working on that. And I do have one physical book going. It is Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. This is by the same author who wrote Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, or maybe it's Everybody or Somebody, I can't remember, but you know, of course I'll have the picture of the book put up here so you can see. But yeah, I'm working on that book. I'm only like 1 or 2 chapters in. I haven't read it since the day after Christmas, so I haven't picked that up in a minute, but I have some time to finish that book. I'm more concerned about the book that I'm currently reading, this the ebook, The Search Party, because that is due pretty soon. So I'm currently focused on that book right now. Also, if I'm being honest, like nothing about Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret is like drawing me into where it's like, oh, I really have to read that book. So but yeah, so I am currently at work. I am on my lunch break. I have about 10 minutes left of my lunch break. Right now, I'm going to catch up on some YouTube videos. I'm probably not going to read The Search Party. Yeah, I'm probably not going to read until I go home. And if I'm being completely honest, I do have some work to do that I don't think I want to listen to my audiobook while I do that work, but I'll probably have that wrapped up within maybe hopefully the first half hour of when I clock back into work. After that, I have some tasks that I can do that will allow me to listen to the audiobook for Something Red, Something Dead. So I hope to make a little bit of progress with that. So I will probably check in with you guys during my next break. Someone is finally plowing. Alright guys, I am on my last break of the day, my 15-minute break. I know it looks like I haven't moved at all, but I promise you I have. I usually go on my break a little bit later than I am on it right now. It's usually a little bit darker than it is right now, but I kind of have a lot to do before I leave today, so it's like I'm just gonna go ahead and take that break now. So for the last, I don't know, hour and a half or so, I could just kind of power through work. But yeah, so I am currently now 75% in to my audiobook for Something Red, Something Dead, which I think is pretty good. I should be able to finish it, I would say probably within the next day or so. I started it last Thursday and it's Tuesday now, so I'm enjoying it so far. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later, more than likely when I get home, because I do have quite a bit more to do at work. And yeah, so I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, how's it going? I just remembered that I forgot to take my vitamins today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got some Vitafusion multivites
These are absolutely delicious. I would highly recommend them. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then we'll jump into talking about what I want to talk about. As you can see, I just ate dinner. I made a very delicious homemade version of the McDonald's snack wrap, which, as you may or may not have heard, they are coming back, which I am so happy about. I've been making my own version of those for a while, and I just decided this week that that's what I wanted for dinner, so I went ahead and did that. Yeah, so my dinner is done. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I did listen to a little bit more of Something Red, Something Dead while I was at work and on the way home from work. So I am now at, I don't know if you can see. You might not be able to see. There we go. So I'm now at 80% with that. Alrighty, so now I want to show you the physical books that, well, one of the physical books that I was talking about earlier. I mentioned what I was reading digitally and my audiobook, but I do have a few physical books here. This is the one that I was talking about when I was at lunch. Everyone this Christmas has a secret. So I am about, I think chapter 2 is what I said it was. Oh no, I'm further ahead than I thought I was. I'm actually at chapter 4. Yeah, so I don't know. It's not like wowing me. I don't, and the narrator is kind of a little bit annoying so far, but yeah, so this is the physical book I'm reading. I have it until the end of the month from the library, so it's not like a huge priority. It is pretty short, so I don't necessarily, so it's not going to take me long, but yeah, I've got other things that I need to be reading right now. The other physical book that I have is The Restaurant of Lost Recipes. This is by the same author who did the Kamigawa Food Detectives. That book was on my September TBR. I did finish that one, even though, spoiler alert, I didn't finish all the books on that TBR. I'll have my full thoughts on that book when I post my year wrap up. I will link that video as well. But yeah, I have the sequel. So yeah, this is kind of like a mini TBR, I guess, but that's okay. And then the last physical book that I have on my radar for the near future here is The Plan by Kendra Adachi. I am so unbelievably excited for this book. And like it says on the top, it is about managing your time like a lazy genius, which is something that I definitely need to get better at. I'm hoping that it will have some kind of advice on maybe if you are low on motivation or if you're just not good at time management and planning your time. I tend to struggle with tunnel vision when I'm working on stuff. I don't know when to stop working on certain things and when it's time to quit that and work on other things. So I don't know if it's going to have anything about that topic in particular, but yeah. I am very, very excited for this book. I do need to read it soon. I mean, obviously, I don't need to tell you guys that I need help managing my time because you have kind of probably seen that with the frequency that I do not post on this channel. So yeah, maybe this book will help me get a little bit better with that. I really, really need to redo my nails. Sorry, guys. I don't think I'm going to be doing that tonight, though. I really do need to go ahead and read my ebook, and I'll show you the book that I am reading right now that I was talking about when I was at lunch because I couldn't look at it then because I was filming on my phone. Right now I'm not filming on my phone, so okay. I was hoping to find a bigger version of it, but I can't. There we go. The Search Party. So right now I am on page 49 of 383, and this is actually due in 4 days. So I need to do a reading plan and I need to follow that reading plan. And then after that, I am going to be working on, there we go. Sorry about the weird angle, but Tress and the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson, which, spoiler alert, that was on my September TBR too, and I didn't finish it. Surprise, surprise. So yeah. And then the other book that I have as an ebook that I totally and completely forgot about. Again, sorry about the weird angle, but this is as best as my computer will let me do. The Fury. I, no joke, have rented this book from the library physically like 2 or 3 times since it came out, and then finally I decided to get the ebook after like I renewed it like 3 different times already. I've gotten it as an ebook now. I'm renting it as an ebook right now from my library, so, or borrowed. I don't know why I'm saying renting. I feel like I've said that a lot. But yeah, anyway, so I am going to go ahead and make a reading plan to figure out the minimal amount of pages I need to read per night in order to finish that book on time. So that's what I am going to do. Well, first I'm going to get a shower, and then I will come back and I will work on that. And then I will be reading for the rest of the night until it's time to get ready for bed. So yeah, I will check in with you guys later.
Alrighty, guys. So I am all showered and I am ready to jump into reading, which is a good thing because I just did the math, and in order to finish the search party on time, I need to read 84 pages per night. I shouldn't really be like complaining that much because really the pages are lengthwise. Literally, I just measured on my phone. Oops. I moved it literally on my phone like this long because that's the size of my phone screen. So just 84 of those. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. But yeah, so that is going to be the rest of my night. It is 7 o'clock now. I've got on a replay of this week's edition of Noteworthy Fiction's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. sprints. I did participate a little bit in them last night live, but I didn't get to see the whole thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn those on in the background because she has the hour timer. So I just want to get a chunk of reading done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and see how far I get. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll check in later. I might. It really just depends on how the reading goes and quite honestly my level of laziness. So yeah, I mean just being real with you guys. But anyway, I will possibly talk to you later, if not in a day or two. Hey guys, it's been about an hour since my last check-in, but I figured I would check in again because I realized I totally forgot to tell you what the search party is about. So it's pretty much about a group of friends who get together after not seeing each other for a while. I believe they were all friends from college and they now have their own families with kids and stuff like that. And they get together for a weekend. I think it's called gramping. I looked up the term. I had never heard of it before. It's pretty much like luxurious camping. So it's like camping, but instead of, having the fold up tents or whatever, they've got these really established fancy schmancy tents. And yeah, so I don't know if it's maybe stands like if it's like a combination of like glamorous and camping. I don't know, but it actually sounds pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, they get together for a weekend of that. And so the book opens up with something very bad happening, but they don't exactly say what it is. And so throughout the story, you're pretty much getting police interviews with the people who were there and then like flashbacks and stuff like that. I don't think this book is going to be for everyone because there were so many points of view, and I know that bothers some people. There is a character list at the beginning of the book, which helped me a little bit when I was getting confused at first, but I think I have a grip of who everyone is now. Yeah, so just a heads up, if you don't like that, this book does contain that. But yeah, I'm actually really liking it so far. I don't know why, but for some reason I had low expectations for this book, which is awful to say. I don't know why though. Maybe it's because I haven't heard of it, which is a terrible reason to have low expectations for a book, but whatever. I'm liking the writing style so far. This person is a decent writer, like, nothing annoying so far as that. And yeah, I'm actually pretty entertained. So right now I am on page, I believe, 80 something. Let me see if I could check. Yeah, I'm on page 83 right now. I've got about 50 pages more so to read. But yeah, it's going pretty quickly. It's 8 o'clock now. I think I should, be done with this by probably, well, not done, but done with my reading for the night for this, hopefully within the next 2 hours. I will talk to you guys later. Guys, I just got to work. This isn't the room that you usually see me in when I'm filming at work. That's not the room I work in, by the way. We have like a conference room that's kind of across the hall from our main office, and that is what I am sitting in right now. It's usually pretty, there's usually not many people in it, so I tend to just sit here in my little alcove. I'll give you a little peek of it really quick. But yeah, so this is where I usually sit and watch the snow and everything. I'm going to clock into work a little bit earlier because I was late yesterday due to the weather, so I want to make up that time so I still get paid for that 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and clock into work a little bit early. Last night I read about 10 pages more in the search party than I was supposed to in order to make my quota for the day, so that's really awesome. I'm probably just going to relax here for the next 10 minutes or so until I start working. I am hoping that I will be able to just kind of chill today and listen to Something Red, Something Dead while I work. Yesterday I kind of had stuff to do that I wanted to concentrate a little bit more on. I tried to listen to the audiobook while I work, but I just found myself like losing my place and having to rewind the audiobook a few times because I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. So hopefully today I'll just be able to kind of focus on the audiobook. If not, that's okay, but I'm hoping that's the case. And then if I do finish today, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next book in the series. But yeah, so I listened to a little bit in the car on the way here, in my Uber on the way here, and I am at 81% in that book now. I hate to vent you guys, but most annoying lunch ever. So my plan today was to order my lunch and give you guys an update on my reading, but then my wrong order came because I ordered through Grubhub. I got the completely wrong order, so I spent my lunch on the phone with customer service trying to get a refund, and then I went through another app and I reordered my lunch, so I didn't even get to eat yet. Yeah, and I have an hour-long lunch, so that was my whole entire lunch. So I'm gonna have to eat at my desk. But yeah, anyway, I am 91% into Something Red, Something Dead, so hopefully I can finish that today. If not, I'll definitely be able to finish it tomorrow. But yeah, I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I finished Something Red, Something Dead. I'll save my full thoughts for my reading wrap up, but I didn't think it was a bad book. I am continuing with the series, so it took me less than a week to listen to. But other than that, I spent almost my entire 15-minute break just now looking for something else to listen to because the next book in the series, I think it's called Read and Buried. That's not available as an audiobook from my library, and I can't add another physical ebook or another ebook to my TBR because I already have too many ebooks going on already. Well, really only 2. I've got enough stuff that I've got to read with my eyes right now, so I can't do that. Yeah, I've given up looking for an audiobook for now because every single one I look at there's a huge hold for, and I want something I can read now, so I'll spend time doing that later. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you guys. I will talk to you later. Hey guys, so just a quick update. I have finished my required reading of the search party for the night. I've got some of Nicole's sprints on in the background from Noteworthy Fiction. I've just been reading along with that. But yeah, so I finished my required reading for the night. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead, read ahead and continue tonight because it's kind of at a point in the book where I'm not saying that it's I don't know how to describe it. I'm just mildly bored and there's nothing really that's compelling me to go on. But also my phone is currently semi-low on battery, so I don't want to continue with my ebook. So yeah, I'm probably just going to relax, take it easy for the night, possibly go to bed a little bit earlier than I would normally because I'm going to try to get up a little bit earlier tomorrow to try to get to work a little bit earlier because we are supposed to get a lot of snow. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm at work early. But yeah, I will check in with you guys hopefully tomorrow. Oh my gosh, guys. Hi. Such a crazy day at work today. It is Friday. So Sorry I haven't checked in for a few days, but I didn't really get a lot of reading done. I actually renewed the search party, so I'm going to go ahead and continue reading that. But it's a crazy day at work today because I'm the only one here today besides my boss, so I've got a lot of work on my plate. So my boss, who's so amazing, brought me lunch. So I got some Jersey Mike's from her. Jersey Mike's is one of the best places ever to get subs. Would highly recommend it if you haven't had it before. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and eat my amazing lunch that I didn't even have to pay for, and then I will read some of the search party, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so quick update. I decided to go ahead and return Tress of the Emerald Sea, the Brandon Sanderson ebook that I had that I've been saying that I would be reading since September. Well, first I had the physical book, but as I've been mentioned, I had the ebook. I decided to go ahead and just cut my losses and return that because I only have 4 days left on it, and I don't want to have to rush reading it. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to do a reading plan. I just want to be able to read it at my leisure because, as I mentioned, I do have 3 physical books out from the library already. I'm still working on the search party. So yeah, I want to take it easy this year as far as I don't want to have to constantly have to read on a time crunch is what I'm saying because of the library. So it's going back on it's still on my TBR, I will read it eventually, but I'm gonna take a break with that one for now. Hello guys, I am finally back from work. Oh my gosh, today, oops, there goes my camera. Today was absolutely nuts at work. I was kind of stressed at one point, but as I mentioned, my boss brought me lunch, so that was really nice. That was a nice addition to my day. Yeah, so I just kind of honestly want to relax tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be reading, if I'm being completely honest. Tomorrow for sure, I need to get some reading done. I'm probably going to, I don't know, I'm still deciding what I want to do. I might start one of my physical books. I'm looking at them right now to see which one I want. Probably, I don't know. I gotta think about it, but I will update you guys about that tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't have to worry about Tress in the Emerald Sea anymore right now, but I want to finish the search party before the end of this weekend. I think that's going to be my goal. And then to start one of my physical books that I have. And yeah, but this night I don't want to do anything. I'm just catching up on YouTube videos. I just watched Sarah from the Bookish Knitters latest video. Now I'm going to go ahead and watch Storm Reed's newest video. I'll actually link both channels down below because they're great channels. You guys should check them out and subscribe to them. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just relaxing with YouTube. Maybe I'll read more later, who knows, but I'm not gonna penalize myself if I don't. So yeah, check in with you guys tomorrow. Oh my gosh, you guys, so my brain is just so freaking fried right now. I can't remember what I said in my update earlier when I was at lunch or earlier in the day. I can't remember if I said if I read anything more of the search party since my update from the other day, but apparently last night I did read a little bit of it, and I'm just completely blanking out because my brain is so freaking fried right now. But yeah, I just thought I'd come back in and let you know that yes, I actually did get some reading done last night. I just forgot about it, which actually I guess is kind of not the best as far as the book is concerned because it obviously didn't have anything memorable to the point to where I could remember actually reading. So yeah, not the best. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning at 7 a.m., but it still looks super dark out because we're still in that time of the year here where I live. But anyway, well, I should say we're still in that time of the year where it's super dark where I live. But anyways, so I'm yawning right now, so I'm obviously still tired, but my body woke me up this early and I can't seem to fall back asleep even though I'm yawning up a storm. So I think it's because my mind is going so many different places. I'm definitely in a YouTube state of mind today. I want to film at least 2 videos today, or at least film one and really get started on the other one, whether it be scripting. I'm not sure if I'm going to script these 2 videos because that just takes more time, but we'll see. But I made a decision, instead of doing a best and worst book video, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about those books and what I think about them
in my 2024 wrap up, because I was trying to think, do I want to do a 2024 wrap up and my best and worst book like in separate videos? And I thought of a way that I can just do them together in one video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, because I'm not trying to talk about the same books over and over again in different videos. So I'm just gonna combine everything in one video. So that is my plan for today. I'm going to try to get some more sleep. If that doesn't happen, I'm just gonna go get straight into working. So working on these videos. So I will talk to you guys in a little. Alrighty guys, so I am dressed. I made a decision. I don't know if I'm going to regret it, but I decided to go ahead and not script the video that I am going to be making. My stat video, I'm also not going to be scripting that. The reason why I script a lot of my videos is because sometimes I lose my train of thought, and it's just easy for me to read from something that I've written. Also, I love to write, but that's just, sometimes writing a script for me can take over an hour, sometimes 2 hours for like not even a 15-minute video, just because. So a video that, something like when I do all the books I read in 2024, that's definitely going to have to be scripted. The reason why also that I script is because when I don't script, my editing process is so much longer than it has to be, because I do so many takes and I just have to edit through all of that. Since I want to get these next few videos out semi-quickly, I'm going to go ahead and just film what I can. So yes, I am going to prep my area for filming, and then I am going to go ahead and get working on those videos. But first, I'm going to do my nails, because this is bothering me more than I can even express right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so freaking mad right now. I just did a recording of my 2024 stats, and for once I was actually semi well spoken, and I think I got myself across pretty good without having to have a script. And I am so out of breath from recording that, because I was like recording for like 12 minutes straight, and then there was an error and it didn't record, and I am just so bummed right now. Obviously I can re-record it, but I am just so out of breath, and my throat is so dry from recording that video. I do not want to do that again. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying not to get too worked up, but I am super bummed. I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm going to go ahead and just hydrate, and maybe later on tonight, once I have had a second, I am going to try to redo the stat video. I don't know if it's because it was too long of a video and my phone couldn't save it. I don't know what the issue was, but yeah, so that happened. So there's something up with my phone right now, and I just can't take the lazy way out and record my channel stats or my reading stats the way I wanted to. I wanted to take it the easy way and be lazy about it, but my phone just isn't letting me right now, so I'll have to go ahead and do it on my computer. I'll have to not be lazy for once. But yeah, I'll do that later, because I need to just kind of decompress from that. I'm trying to think about if I'm hungry or not. I feel like the answer to that is no, but yet I want to eat food, but I also don't know what I want to eat. I think I'm just going to watch some TV, honestly, for a little bit. Yeah. Watch some YouTube. So I'm gonna do that. I'll check in with you guys later. I made a very tiny quesadilla, and then I have a soda, and that is going to be my lunch, and I am currently watching 48 Hours. Okay guys, I did it. I finally filmed my stats video for 2024. So I am very happy that I finally was able to do that. So obviously the next step is to edit, which I will obviously be doing, but I'm just so happy that I completed the video. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that.
I just made some chicken for dinner, you guys. Just two little tenders, and I'm going to eat that with some ranch dressing. Honestly, oh, look at that steam. Doesn't that look so cool? I have not gotten anything done today after I went ahead and recorded my vlog, or not my vlog, wow, my reading stats video. I'm going to have to edit that tomorrow. Someone asked me to come hang out tonight, so I'm going to go do that after I eat dinner and get ready and everything in a little bit. So I'm probably not going to check it until tomorrow. I will talk to you guys then. I'm going to enjoy this amazing chicken.
Hey, it is Sunday. I decided to pop in and give a little update. Finally found an audiobook that I can listen to during the week when I am at work. It took me so long. I want to say I spent almost like 10 minutes looking through my TBR, my very large TBR, for something that I can listen to an audiobook. And I finally found one. So I have here The Guest by B.A. Paris. So that is going to be the audiobook that I am going to be listening to this week. I have read one book by this author before, and it was Behind Closed Doors. I read this back in 2021. I don't want to say too much about the book, number one, because it's difficult for me to remember, but I feel like if you read the back of the book, I remember kind of guessing what the situation was that was going on from reading the back of the book, so I'm not going to go too much into it. It focuses on a couple. So it's funny because, like, looking back at this book, I don't really remember thinking it was anything to shout about because I did guess pretty quickly the situation that was going on. I read this book before I had a channel here on YouTube, but I did keep like record of what I thought of every single book I read still. And looking back on my thoughts, I guess I was very impressed with this book when I first finished it, which I don't remember being super impressed. And I definitely, according to my thoughts then, was off about something that I predicted. So it's definitely, obviously murky to me. I think the basic premise I had the idea of, but there was a twist that I definitely didn't see coming. And at the end of my thoughts that I had about this book, I said that I would recommend it, even though, you know, obviously, like every single book, it had its issues apparently. But yeah, anyway, so B.A. Paris wrote this book, and when I put The Guest on my TBR, I knew it. One of the reasons was not only because I liked the summary, but because I recognized the author name. And lots of times, unless I super, super hate a book and I find out that an author writes another book, I will go back and read the other book that the author wrote. Today, my plans are to edit the video that I filmed yesterday, and if I don't get it up today, I would like to get it up tomorrow at least. I would really like to start the plan sometime today because I feel like I need a book like this right now because I am struggling from a little bit of time management and procrastination issues. So I'm hoping that this can kind of kick me back into gear, but I also really do not want to forget what's happening in Search Party. So I should probably start to read at least finish reading a little bit of that. Even though I did renew it, I'm just afraid that I'm going to forget, like, what's going on. And I do need to start The Fury because I only have that book for 7 more days. So yeah, I've got some options today, but the one thing that I definitely need to do is edit at least a majority of that reading stats video. So yeah, I will check in with you guys in a little bit.
This is my lunch, guys. I made some chicken and cheese wraps, and I've got a little bit of a cookie left and a soda. Just kidding. I ended up not even touching this one, so that's gonna be my dinner later. And I didn't finish the cookie either. So I just spent the past 45 minutes to an hour or so editing the stats video. I feel accomplished that I got that much done, honestly. But yeah, I'm a little bit wiped out from that, so I am going to go ahead and take a break from this and pick it up later. Alrighty, guys, it is 6 o'clock, so I am going to go ahead and knock out the rest of this reading stats video. At least the editing part. I might do the thumbnail and everything tomorrow, we'll see, but I at least want to get the editing part done. When
I was editing it earlier, I was laying on my couch, but now I'm just going to go ahead and sit down at the desk for this one to make sure that I'm fully on my A game. I got this desk a few months ago because I work from home every few weeks and I needed a workspace for that. Unfortunately, I am not able to use these monitors for, my own stuff. They're purely for work, but I was still able to move my work keyboard and everything out of the way and set my personal laptop up here. So yeah, I am just going to sit down and edit the rest of this video. So, do you remember in an earlier clip I was talking about how I need to script my videos because of the way I rant? One of the reasons also that I need to script is because I say a lot and I start a thought and then stop a thought, and it's the worst. I feel like most of my time is going to be spent editing out the ums. I also need to work on the deep breath that I've noticed I've tended to take in front of a lot of words and starting sentences, which is very annoying. At least it annoys me, so I have to edit that out. But yeah, it's mostly ums. Absolutely hate it. So annoying. Alrighty, so our check-in. It is now 7 o'clock. I did all the trimming that I need to do on this video. It is now down to 12 minutes. I can't remember what it was when I first started, but I definitely got rid of at least a little bit. Can't believe that took me an hour, but I will give myself grace. Some of it, I was filming this vlog, obviously, so that definitely added some time. I realized that I needed some soda, though, so I got a little bit of that. But yeah, so now I'm going to watch it through, make sure that everything's up to par. I do have one caption that I need to add. And then I don't know what I'm doing after this. I am still going back and forth on whether or not I want to do the thumbnail and post it. I might just go ahead and do it and schedule it for tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday. When I get back from work, I've got all my stuff I gotta do. So we'll see. I'll stop at 8 o'clock because I do have a cozy night in planned. Okay, guys, my video is finally exporting, almost on the hour from 7 o'clock. So 2 hours in general that's taking. I am definitely going to be uploading this tonight. So yeah, glad that's done. Alrighty, guys, so I am going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I did post my stats video. It is live, so I will link that video for you guys up above and down below if you want to see the finished product. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way this night is going. It's been very chill, very relaxing, and the perfect way to end the week before work starts tomorrow. I am nice and cozy under my new electric blanket that my sister got me for Christmas, and I have a nice cup of hot chocolate. I put a Hershey's Kiss in there for extra extra chocolate flavor because I don't have any marshmallows right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. This is the first vlog that I successfully posted on my channel. I'm sorry if there wasn't as much book talk or reading involved. This was kind of just an experiment to see how it goes. Mostly for me to see if I could keep up with it, but I am happy that I was able to finish it and complete it and keep it going. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my night here. I typically participate in the Killing Time with Cozy sprints over at Beach Bum's Bookworms channel, which I will link for you guys below, but I don't think they are on tonight, so I'm going to find something else to watch. Might even get some reading done a little bit later because the night is still young. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.
So I gotta say, do you remember earlier when I was talking about having to script my videos?